everyone, Katie Masters here. Pour yourself a drink, because this one's gonna be rough. I have in my hands today a list of books that I don't want to read and probably never will. Let's drink. Do you ever see those movies or those books that people talk about so much that you don't want to see it anymore? Like ever? Ever? That's how I feel about a lot of popular books that have come out lately. I'm pretty sure this list is gonna make the internet break and send me a lot of hate mail, but hey. These are books that I just cannot bring myself to read. I'll probably never read them, and I will probably make a lot of enemies. So first on our list is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. In fact, I probably won't read any books by John Green, not because he's not an amazing writer. He is. He's an amazing writer. But I can't stand sad things. I can't. I can understand bad things happening, but you know, it working out in the end and it has a happy ending. I'm good with those. I just can't do immense sadness and people dying. Many times from all of my friends repeatedly agonizing and talking about it and telling me all the spoilers. Thanks guys. Oftentimes John Green's main characters tend to have the same MO, and I'd love to see him branch out more. I'd love to see him create characters that don't remind you of other characters from his other books. Commenters, viewers, if you know a John Green book that doesn't end in the main character dying or not getting the love of their life or being really depressed by the end of it, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to read a John Green book that doesn't make me sad. That'd be great. The next one is The Hunger Games. I have tried to read The Hunger Games. I have tried, and I can't stand it. She changes tenses in one page more than a girl trying to figure out which dress to wear on a Friday night does. I only got through about 13 pages before giving up, just because I couldn't tell if this was being told in past, present, or future. And that's really hard for me. I want to feel immersed in a book, and for me in particular, I couldn't get into it. The writing wasn't there. So that is why I will never read The Hunger Games. The next one on my list is The Mortal Instruments. I refuse to read it because there's a Luke-Leia sort of a thing going on between the main character and another, and as much as I would love to get past that, I really can't. Luke and Leia from Star Wars made sense. This one was just a little bit, whoa. That is why I didn't read The Mortal Instruments. That and because everyone talked it up so much, I couldn't. The next one is Divergent. I know. I'm just making enemies everywhere. I did try reading a few pages. For me, it was a little, it wasn't my style, and that's fine. That's why there are 8 million zillion books out in the world, because there are 8 million zillion different points of view. I couldn't really get into Divergent because of the writing style, and also because of some of the heavier stuff I found out that comes on later on, even in just book 1. And I decided that certain things in that book just weren't really for me. The last book that I will not be reading, you could not pay me to, is the Vampire Academy series. The reason I can't read this is because every time I hear it, and I know they made a movie, I can't help thinking of the manga called Vampire Knights that was made several years before this book. And if you like Vampire Academy, you would love Vampire Knights. It's a little bit of a role reversal, where instead of the vampire princess, it's a vampire prince, and she is training to be the, you know, guardian of said prince. Just literally everything about Vampire Academy is like reading a reversed version of Vampire Knights. Every time I read it, I just think of the main characters from a manga, and that's why you can't convince me to read these. So now that I've alienated like 9/10 of the YA reader population, what popular books have you guys not read or don't want to read that you maybe haven't admitted to your bookworm friends yet? Is it a John Green book, Divergent, The Hunger Games? What do you guys think? Do you really like them? And if so, what did you like about them? And if you don't like them or haven't read them, why didn't you decide to read them? Let the debate begin. If you like this video, remember to comment, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I look forward to drinking with you. They're killing me. Why did I write all the characters I like? Why did I do that? Oh, that's hard. I would want to be Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. The last three. Let me see. Oh God. I would want to be Cimarron from Dealing with Dragons by Patricia Reed. Cimarron is amazing and she lives with dragons. She's the most badass princess. She sword fights, she has magic carpets, there's true love, there's witches and talking cats, and I would love to be her and have that life and live in the enchanted forest and live with the dragons. I want to be Cimarron. I would be roommates with Yori from Red River, which is a manga. It's like a 30 million volume manga and it's so good. And I would want to be roommates with her because if she came back from her time period, she'd have amazing stories. So I could just imagine hearing them like every night with a glass or 10 of wine, and it would be so much fun. And she's a really responsible person, so she'd pay rent on time. That's a thing. The person I would throw off the cliff is Jane from Austenland, and the only reason I would throw her off a cliff is because I probably couldn't handle her always talking about Colin Firth. I love Colin Firth, but I do not have a life-size cutout like she does, so that's why I'd throw her off a cliff. Those are all of the names. Ooh! Oh good, I thought it was gonna land in there. And we're done with the tag. Since I am just as greedy as Emily is, I also chose 5 people to tag. So the 5 people I'm tagging are Chris from Chris Gloom, Kira Schumacher, Stephen from Alf Books, Diana from Novelty, and Dylan from Books with Dylan. I really can't wait to see what they have to say because I'm sure they would pick really interesting characters. So I hopefully will get a response from them because I would love to see their picks. And not their pictures, like who they would pick. So I hope you enjoyed this tag. I'll be updating a little bit more frequently now that life has calmed down, and I look forward to drinking with you. Oh crap. Gotta wait, mailman. Seriously? Crawl along there, Hoppy.